Ha llegado la hora de la recuperación económica y necesitamos.
Panic during a military parade in Venezuela after what the government calls an assassination attempt against the country's president.
This event that occurred yesterday has reached a very dangerous extreme. They have made an assassination attempt on the life of President Nicolas Maduro.
En ese mismo momento,
Those behind this attack on my life live in the United States of North America, in the state of Florida. I hope that the government of President Donald Trump is willing to fight terrorist groups that intend to commit magnicide or attacks against peaceful countries of our continent, in this case Venezuela.
The U.S. has denied any role in the incident, and a group calling itself Soldiers in T-shirts has claimed responsibility for the failed assassination attempt on Venezuela's president. In a series of posts on social media, the shadowy group said it had planned to fly 2 drones to kill Maduro, but that snipers shot them down. Soldiers in T-shirts are unknown in Venezuela. This has fostered the notion that they might be a tool in the hands of a foreign state.
I believe that if anybody studies the history of the U.S. CIA coup against Mossadegh in Iran in 1953, or the CIA coup against President Jacobo Arbenz in Guatemala, you will see a familiar pattern of CIA involvement in the assassination attempt on President Nicolas Maduro's life in Venezuela yesterday.
Supporters of the Venezuelan government worry that soldiers in T-shirts abuse patriotic sentiments to pursue the objectives of foreign adversaries.
This so-called soldiers in T-shirts is an attempt to create an image of young people who are in opposition to the government, the same way that they've had youth, that with masked youth who are carrying out violent fascist attacks in Venezuela and now Nicaragua.
The group claiming the attack during the military parade in Venezuela has hailed its own move to kill Maduro. The international community blacklists the like of soldiers in T-shirts as terror groups, and it instead supports those who join the political process in any country in the form of opposition.
I don't think there's any validity in any group, whether it's civilian or military, calling for the overthrow of a government that's democratically elected, a government that expresses the interests of the vast majority of Venezuelan people, that has as a project maintaining the sovereignty and independence of the country.
Some observers claim Soldiers in T-shirts was created to prevent the impression that the assassination of Maduro was in fact a military coup. They say the goal was protecting the military's reputation if the group failed.
The U.S. government and the U.S. media have tried to portray Venezuela in recent years as a complete economic failure, really in order to try to say that it's deserving of intervention or overthrow of the government. What they don't mention is that Venezuela is the victim of a long-standing economic war by U.S. corporations, by Venezuelan major importers, and by the U.S. government itself.
Maduro has repeatedly accused the U.S. of orchestrating the unrest in Venezuela to bring about regime change. After the security incident at the parade, Maduro also said God and Venezuela's armed forces saved him. He survived the attack, but attempts to bring him down have not ended yet.